A woman can say, "I love you," 100 times. But the truth is, words mean nothing without action. If you really want to know if she loves you, stop listening and start watching. Her actions will always tell the real story. Welcome back to Psychology Insight. If you're new here, I break down relationships, human behavior, and female psychology in ways that are simple to understand, but deep enough to change how you see people. So, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications, and let's get into it. 1. She wants to be seen with you. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't hide you like some guilty secret. Instead, she wants you woven into her world. That means family, friends, even her co-workers. She wants you to be seen because in her eyes, you're someone worth being proud of. Think about this. Have you ever been with someone who kept you hidden? She avoided public places with you, didn't want to hold your hand in front of others, never talked about you to her friends? That's not love. That's convenience. That's her keeping options open, or worse, protecting a lie. But a woman in love does the opposite. She'll brag about you to her girlfriends, bring you home to meet her parents, and make sure her world knows she has someone. And here's the psychology behind it. Love pushes people to integrate, not separate. When you love someone, you want them close to the things that matter most in your life. I knew a guy once who dated a girl for 2 years, and in all that time, he never met her family. She always had excuses. Later, he found out she was entertaining another man on the side. The signs were there. She wasn't proud to be seen with him. Contrast that with another man I know whose girlfriend would drag him to every family event, sometimes even when he didn't want to go. She made it clear, if you're in my life, you're in my circle. That's the difference. A woman who loves you doesn't care who knows. In fact, she wants everyone to know. Not to show off, but to anchor you into her life. So if you're still hidden in the shadows, ask yourself why. 2. She sacrifices for your happiness. Love without sacrifice is just self-interest. And when a woman loves you, she shows it by bending, by giving, by making small but powerful sacrifices for your happiness. Let's be real. Nobody enjoys giving up their comfort. Nobody enjoys adjusting their plans or priorities for someone else. But love makes you do it willingly. And when she truly loves you, you'll notice little sacrifices that show you mean more to her than convenience. Maybe she drives an hour just to see you after a long day. Maybe she skips a night out with her friends because she knows you've had a rough week and need company. Maybe she gives up the last slice of cake because she knows you love it. These sound small, but psychology proves it. Sacrifice is one of the clearest markers of attachment. Now, I'm not saying she should give up her dreams or destroy her boundaries for you. That's unhealthy. But I am saying that when love is real, compromise becomes natural. She wants to see you happy, so she adjusts, even when it costs her something. I'll tell you a quick story. A friend of mine loved hiking. His girlfriend wasn't into it at all. She was more of a city girl. But because she loved him, she joined him on trails, got the boots, packed snacks, and even learned to enjoy parts of it. That's love, because in her mind, sharing his joy mattered more than staying in her comfort zone. So pay attention. Is she willing to stretch, to sacrifice, or is everything always about her? Real love sacrifices. Fake love demands. 3. She cares about your loved ones. Here's a truth most men miss. A woman's love for you doesn't just show in how she treats you, but also in how she treats the people you care about. If your mom is sick, does she ask how she's doing? If your best friend is struggling, does she show concern? If your sister has a birthday, does she remember? These little gestures are huge, because when she loves you, she doesn't just love you, she loves your world. Selfish women will always stay in their bubble. If it doesn't directly involve them, they won't care. They'll dismiss your family problems, they won't ask about your friends, they'll act like it's not their concern. And technically, they're right. It's not their problem. But love makes it their problem. Love connects her to everything that connects to you. Think about it. If you love someone, you want their happiness. And if their happiness depends on the well-being of their family, then you naturally care too. That's why when she genuinely loves you, she doesn't brush aside your loved ones. She makes space for them, because in her eyes, they're extensions of you. I remember a guy who told me the moment he realized his girlfriend was the one. His father had a sudden health scare. He was stressed, distracted, losing sleep. His girlfriend didn't just console him. She cooked meals for his father, called to check in, and treated the man like her own family. That wasn't obligation. That was love made visible. So ask yourself, does she care about your loved ones or only about herself? A woman's heart is proven not just in her words to you, but in her kindness to the people you care about. 4. She accepts your rhythm. Every man has a rhythm to his life. Maybe you're the disciplined type who wakes up at 6 a.m., hits the gym, then dives into work. Maybe you're a night owl who comes alive at midnight. Maybe you're introverted, maybe extroverted. The point is, we all move to our own beat. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't try to fight that rhythm. She tries to flow with it. Not because she loses herself, but because she respects who you are. I'll give you an example. A buddy of mine was a hardcore gym rat. Up at dawn, lifting weights before breakfast. His girlfriend wasn't into fitness, but she loved him. And instead of complaining, she started joining him, even if it meant just walking on the treadmill beside him. She wasn't there for the workout. She was there for him. She chose to be part of his rhythm. Psychologically, this matters because lasting relationships depend on synchrony. When rhythms clash constantly, resentment grows. But when she adapts, maybe staying up later so you can talk, or waking up earlier to share breakfast, she's showing love. She's saying, I want to walk with you, not against you. That's not weakness, that's love in its most practical form. Because love isn't just big gestures, it's fitting your life together in ways that create peace instead of friction. So look closely. Is she constantly fighting your rhythm, or is she trying to dance with it? Real love adapts. Fake love demands you change while she stays the same. 5. She's proud of you. When a woman loves you, she becomes your biggest cheerleader. She'll celebrate your wins like they're her own, and she'll remind you of your worth when you forget it yourself. This doesn't mean she praises you blindly, but she respects your efforts, your progress, your growth. If you fix something in the house, she'll notice. If you get a promotion, she'll brag to her friends. If you work on yourself, she'll tell you she sees it. I knew a man whose girlfriend would literally scream in the audience at his basketball games, even though it was just a small community league. Why? Because in her eyes, her man was worth cheering for. That's pride. That's love. Psychology calls this reflective pride. It's when someone attaches their sense of joy to your success. And it's a big sign of love, because selfish people don't care about your growth. They might even compete with you. But a woman who loves you is proud of you, not just for what you achieve, but for who you are becoming. Here's the key. She doesn't just love what you give her, she loves you. And that's why she celebrates you, even in the small things. So pay attention. If she downplays your efforts, mocks your goals, or dismisses your wins, that's not love. But if she lights up at your progress, if she pushes you higher, if she brags about you like you're the best man alive, that's a woman who genuinely loves you. 6. She fights for you as a couple. Love isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about fighting the right battles together. And when a woman truly loves you, She won't give up at the first argument. She'll fight for the relationship. This means she won't play silent games for days just to punish you. She won't run at the first sign of difficulty. Instead, she'll sit down, talk, argue if necessary, but always with one goal: to fix, not to destroy. I knew a couple who fought constantly, but here's the thing. The woman never left the table until things were resolved. She cried, she argued, she got upset, but she never abandoned the relationship. Why? Because in her eyes, what they had was worth fighting for. That's the psychology of investment. People fight hardest for what they value most. When a woman truly loves you, she doesn't see you as replaceable. She sees you as her partner, and she'll put in the effort to make things work. That's rare in today's world, where so many people treat relationships like disposable items. So here's the test. When things get rough, does she walk away or does she fight to make it better? If she fights for you, even when it's messy, that's love. 7. She listens with attentio. Most people listen just to reply. But when a woman loves you, she listens to understand. And that makes all the difference. She remembers your worries. She recalls your dreams. She knows your little habits, the things you like, the things you hate. Not because she's keeping score, but because she genuinely cares. I'll give you an example. A man once told me his girlfriend surprised him with his favorite snack after a long, stressful week. He never told her directly. He just mentioned it once months earlier. But she remembered. That's not small. That's proof she was paying attention, even when he thought she wasn't. Psychology calls this active listening. It's one of the strongest indicators of emotional attachment. Because when someone really cares, they don't just hear your words. They absorb them. They hold on to them. They act on them. So if she tunes out when you talk, if she interrupts constantly, if she never remembers the things you say, that's not love. But if she listens closely, if she remembers the details, if she uses that knowledge to make you feel cared for, then you know. Real love doesn't just talk. Real love listens. So those are the 7 things women do when they genuinely love you. If you've seen these signs in your relationship, don't take them for granted. Appreciate them, because genuine love is rare. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these signs have you experienced before? Drop your stories in the comments. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss more powerful insights into female psychology. Thanks for watching Psychology Insight.